Hi guys, it's Miss Colin here to do your story this week. So today I will be reading one of my favourite stories, okay? My class know that I love a good Winnie and the Witch. But this particular book I have not read before, okay? So I will be reading a chapter every day and I am going to have this book as a prize for the competition that I'll be setting out for you very soon, okay, and you'll find out a little bit more about that. So the title of this book is called Winnie Goes Wild. Oh, Wilbur! Winnie clutched poor Wilbur as if he was a cushion. She peeped around him at the television. That poor lady has been kidnapped. She's been tied like a sweet fly plant to a stake and she can't escape. Oh, whatever is going to happen to her? Brrr, growled poor Wilbur on the television. Detective Derek had found Bad Boris in his woodland den. Where have you hidden her, Boris? The handbag doesn't go with your outfit, so I know it isn't yours. It must be stolen. It's hers, isn't it? But what have you done with her, eh? Shan't tell, said Bad Boris. Oh, poor lady, said Winnie. But cunning Detective Derek was already solving the crime. Those are strange footprints, Bad Boris, he said. Your left footprint are blue, while your right ones are yellow. So I reckon you've got her in a old paint factory. It's true, I have, wailed Bad Boris. So the lady was rescued from the paint factory and given back her handbag. Winnie turned off the television. He's an clever old clog, that Detective Derek, said Winnie. The next morning, Winnie and Wilbur were in the village when yape, yape, yape. Whatever's that? Said Winnie. Oh, look, Wilbur, there's a dear little doggy tied up in the post, just like the lady on the telly. He must have been dog-napped by a baddie like Bad Boris. Meow, Wilbur was shaking his head. You must save him, said Winnie. That's what Detective Derek would do. So Winnie untied the little dog and popped it into her shopping bag. Then they went home. Yap, yap, yap. Noises came from the bag. He must be upset being dog-napped, said Winnie. So she's taken him home in the bag. I'm not too sure he looks very happy being in that bag. I wouldn't be either. Back home, Winnie took the dog from the bag. Grrr, snap! You're not a crocodile, so stop that, said Winnie, snatching her fingers out of the dog's way. You're frightening, aren't you, you poor little pouch? Winnie offered the dog a bowl of bat's milk. Ugh! Would a big, brave kind of name help you? Said Winnie. I'm going to call you Pooch. Grrr, said Pooch. Yap, yap, yap. Winnie covered her ears. We'd better get detecting and find out where Pooch really belongs. Then we can give him back to his grateful owner. Get thinking like Detective Wilbur. Baddies like Boris live in woodland lairs, so there's where we'll go. Winnie grabbed everything that might need for detective work. A magnifying glass, a torch, a scribbling book and some jam jars for samples. Yape, 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 said Butch, as Winnie and Wilbur shut him in the house. They got on to the broom. We must go to the woods, said Winnie, and off they flew until they landed with a bump in the middle of a clump of trees. There we are there. I see any bad burglar types?" Winnie asked Wilbur. Squelch! One of Winnie's shoes had fallen off. Hop, hoop. She used her broom as a clutch as she hopped to a log and put her shoe back on. They made their way through the wood, peering and listening and sniffing for clues, but they only found twigs and leaves and rabbit poo. Soon they were back in the village, and there they did find a clue. I wonder what clue they found. "A footprint," said Winnie. "That's just the sort of clue we need. Oh, there's another one. Very suspicious, I reckon. They must belong to a burglar." Winnie took a deep breath. "We've got to be brave as a chicken. Asking a fox for a dance now, Wilbur. Come on." The suspicious footprints led Winnie and Wilbur straight back to the woods. "I knew we'd find our burglar in the wood," said Winnie, but then, "Ooh, that's strange," said Winnie. "There's only a left footprint here." "A left footprint, then another left footprint." I wonder what she's thinking right now. Maybe she's linking it back to that TV program that she was watching. "Then a little round thing instead of a right footprint. Oh, I know what that means." "Meow," said Wilbur. "It means that our dog napper is someone with a wooden leg." "A pirate!" Then the footprints with the wooden leg prints stopped. "So where is the pirate?" said Winnie. They couldn't find him in the wood, and there was no other clues to follow, so they flew home. A lot of howling was coming from Winnie's house. "Poor little Poochie," said Winnie. Then she noticed the suspicious footprints outside her house. "Oh no," she screeched. "The pirate must be inside my house." Winnie picked up Wilbur and clutched him in a cushion again. "No wonder little Poochie is howling." Wilbur jumped down and pointed to where Winnie had just taken a step, leaving a suspicious footprint from her shoe. "Oh, Wilbur," said Winnie, "you don't think—" "Meow," nodded Wilbur. "So we've been tracing me all along," said Winnie. "I am the pirate," gulped Winnie. "I never knew I was a pirate. So, oh, golly mollykins, I didn't rescue Pooch at all. A dog napped him. Oh, Wilbur, maybe his owner was inside the shop all along. Do you reckon we can sneak Butch back before anybody noticed?" Because if you look at the footprint here, it matches Winnie's with her shoe. So she thought she was the dog napper. They popped Pooch back into Winnie's bag and they flew back to the shop. Winnie was just tying Pooch back to the lamppost when Winnie's sister Wilma burst out of the shop. Looking at Wilma and looking at her shoes, look. "Oh, Winnie, you found my little darling," said Wilma, bouncing on Pooch. "I didn't mean to dog nap him," began Winnie. Then she realised that Wilma had said, "That's right, Wilma," said Winnie. "I found Pooch. That's what I did. Is he yours, Wilma?" She's a she, not a he," said Wilma. "She's called a fluff ball." "Fluff ball," said Winnie. Me, he," said Wilbur. "Yap," said Fluffball Pooch. "I think she's saying thank you, Auntie Winnie," cowled Wilma. Said Winnie, and she left rather quickly. sorry, I don't speak dog, said Winnie when they got home, but I think that Fluffball was saying something as rude as a Barclay's bottom to us back there and not thank you at all. Meow, said Wilbur. I don't understand cat though, said Winnie. Yes, let's have that nice cup of stinkweed tea and that evil biscuit. We're just in time for the next Detective Derrick mystery on the telly. And that is there. So I hope you enjoyed today's story, and I hope to see you tomorrow for the next winning story. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye.